What's the biggest promise your parents broke? For me, it was the one about protecting me from my older brother, James. I was 12 when it started. James was 16, popular, and my parents' golden child, the star quarterback with college scouts already showing interest. Me? I was just the quiet kid who liked books and avoided confrontation. Mom, James took my science project and broke it, I told her one evening, tears streaming down my face. 3 weeks of work destroyed in seconds. I'm sure it was an accident, honey, she said, barely looking up from her phone. He's under a lot of pressure with the big game coming up. That night, Dad came to my room. Listen, buddy, I know your brother can be a bit much sometimes, but he's going places. Try to stay out of his way, okay? And if he ever really hurts you, we'll step in. I promise. That promise became my lifeline. The bullying escalated slowly. James would accidentally knock me down when no one was looking. Food would disappear from my plate. My homework would go missing the morning it was due. When I tried telling my parents, the response was always the same. Do you have proof? Or he's just being a brother? Or my personal favorite, you need to toughen up. The breaking point came during my 13th birthday. Mom and Dad had gone out for groceries, leaving James in charge. My friend Ethan was over, the only kid from school who actually talked to me. Watch this, James said, grabbing my new birthday book. Let's see if literature can swim. He dangled it over the toilet. Stop! Dad promised he wouldn't let you do this anymore. I lunged for the book. James laughed. And you believed him? That's adorable. When I reached for my book, he shoved me hard. My head hit the bathroom counter. Everything went blurry. I woke up to Ethan pressing a towel against my bleeding forehead while James paced nervously. You can't tell them, James hissed. It was an accident. They promised they'd stop you, I whispered, feeling betrayed twice over. Listen to me. James knelt down. If you tell, I'll make sure Ethan here gets the same treatment at school. Understand? I nodded, defeated. When my parents returned, James told them I'd slipped in the bathroom. I said nothing, avoiding Ethan's confused look. That night, Dad sat on my bed while Mom put 5 stitches in my forehead. She was a nurse, and we couldn't afford hospital bills. What really happened? Dad asked quietly. The dam broke. I told them everything through sobs. Dad's face hardened. I'll talk to him tomorrow. You promised before, I whispered. You promised you'd protect me. This time will be different, Mom said, finishing the last stitch. It wasn't. The talk lasted 5 minutes. James got a weekend of grounding that mysteriously disappeared when he was invited to a recruiting event. When I confronted them, Mom sighed. You have to understand, this scholarship could change his entire future, our whole family's future. What about my future? I asked. You'll be fine, Dad said dismissively. You're smart. You'll get academic scholarships. That night I made a decision. I started recording everything. Hidden phone recordings, diary entries with dates and times, photographs of bruises. On my 14th birthday, I placed the envelope of evidence on the kitchen table during James's graduation party. Inside was also a letter explaining I'd moved in with Aunt Sarah across town, who had already enrolled me in a new school. You broke your promise, the letter ended, so I'm breaking mine, the one where I stayed quiet for the family. James didn't get his scholarship after all. Turns out his coaches had been concerned about his anger issues for years.